Welcome, my beautiful souls, and welcome to the Rambling Psychic Podcast. So today, I am going to do a show that is really going to talk about Aries and who Aries is compatible with, and we'll break it down. But I want you to keep in mind that sometimes a lot goes into, like, a sign, their moon, their rising, even how they were raised. So this is a general idea of the compatibility. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. This is why we're starting there. They're known for they're very fiery, energetic, and kind of like a pioneering spirit. They're ruled by Mercury, the planet of action and aggression. Aries individuals are typically bold, confident, impulsive, and competitive. They're natural leaders who thrive on challenge and independence. When it comes to compatibility, Aries tends to do best with signs that can match their energy, embrace like their spontaneity, their sense of adventure, and respect their need for freedom. I feel like every sign needs that. So here's a breakdown of the signs, and let's start with fire. So most compatible signs and why. Fellow fire signs. Leo. This is a highly passionate and exciting match. Both Aries and Leo are confident, enthusiastic, and love to be in the spotlight. Many of you know I spent many years with an Aries, so I know them very well, and I have a lot of Leo love in my life, so I understand both. But that spotlight, I feel like, is very true. They fuel each other's ambitions and have a shared zest for life. While both can be strong-willed, their mutual admiration and desire for adventure often lead to a dynamic and fulfilling relationship. I have to say, though, it just doesn't turn into a relationship. These two could be best friends. I just feel that. Okay, so let's talk about Aries and Sagittarius. Another excellent fire sign match. Aries and Sagittarius share a strong sense of adventure, enthusiasm, and optimism. They both crave independence and freedom, and their shared desire to explore and try new things make an exciting and rarely dull partnership. They understand each other's need for space and are often on the same page. I like these two together. So let's talk about some air signs now with Aries. So Gemini. And what I'm doing is I'm going down the line to, like, really the most compatible to potentially the least compatible. So air signs. Next would be Gemini. This pairing is highly energetic and mentally stimulating. Gemini's intellectual curiosity and love for novelty perfectly complements Aries' adventurous and spontaneous nature. They share a high energy level and a need for independence. Geminis are not clingy. Some are, which helps Aries with their desire for freedom. They can have epic adventures together and really foster mutual intellectual growth. So it kind of depends, I guess, what in a way turns you on, I guess. Libra. This is often considered one of the best matches despite them being opposite signs on the zodiac wheel. While Aries is direct, impulsive, and sometimes confrontational, Libra is balanced, harmonious, and seeks peace. This opposition creates a powerful magnetic attraction where each sign provides what the other lacks. This is often why I'll do opposite signs when I'm doing tarot readings, because I feel like we can pull from our opposite sign. Aries can inspire Libra to be more assertive, and Libra can teach Aries patience. If they can embrace their differences, they form a strong and complementary team. So let's talk about Aries and Aquarius. Both Aries and Aquarius are independent and forward-thinking. They share a desire for freedom and can inspire each other to pursue really unique ideas and adventures. Aquarius's intellectual approach can balance Aries' impulsiveness, and Aries' passion can ignite Aquarius's creative spark. They often have a strong intellectual connection and enjoy exploring new concepts together. So let's talk about Aries with an Aries. Wow, this can be a very intense and passionate match. It can also be very challenging. Two Aries together means double the passion, energy, and enthusiasm. They understand each other's competitive nature and drive. However, both want to lead and can be stubborn, which may lead to power struggles. If they can learn to compromise and give each other space, this can be a highly exciting and really a fun relationship. So let's talk about some potentially challenging but still potentially rewarding matches. So let's talk about Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Aries can find Earth signs too slow, practical, or restrictive, while Earth signs might see Aries as too impulsive or reckless. Interesting. So, Taurus and Aries. Aries' fast pace can clash with Taurus' slow and steady approach. However, Taurus can offer grounding and stability to Aries, and Aries can bring excitement and, adventure to Taurus. If they learn to appreciate each other's differences, it can be a surprisingly strong and loyal bond. Let's talk about Virgo. Now, I am a Virgo, and I was with an Aries for 25 years. And most of it was good. But so Aries' impulsiveness can be at odds with Virgo's analytical and detail-oriented nature. Virgo might try to fix Aries, which Aries will likely resist. However, Virgo can help Aries bring their grand ideas into organized reality, and Aries can encourage Virgos to be more adventurous. It requires a real effort and understanding here, but it can be also a great match. Let's talk about Capricorn and Aries. Both are cardinal signs, meaning they are leaders, but their approaches are very different. Aries is fiery and acts on instinct, while Capricorn is disciplined and methodical. Interesting, because when I do tarot readings, I talk about Aries being very methodical. Anyways, this can lead to power struggles, yet if they can combine Aries' drive with Capricorn structure, they can achieve great things together. So let's talk about the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Aries, being a direct and fiery sign, can struggle with the emotional depth and sensitivity of water signs. So let's start with Cancer. Aries' bluntness can easily hurt sensitive Cancer and Cancer's need for emotional security. And when I say need, understand that, again, a lot goes into this. Like, I don't feel like Cancer must have emotional security, but it is something that makes them feel good. So Cancer's need for emotional security might feel stifling to an independent Aries. Both are cardinal signs, so there can be a battle for control. It requires a lot of empathy and compromise from both sides to make it work. Let's talk about Scorpio. Both are ruled by Mars, giving them a shared intensity and passion. This can lead to explosive chemistry, also intense power struggles. Scorpio's possessiveness might clash with Aries' need for independence. This pairing can be highly transformative, but also very challenging due to both their strong wills and emotional depth. My daughter's a Scorpio, and again, me being with an Aries I'm no longer with that person, but I recognize the relationship between the two. Like, they can really get each other, but then they can definitely see the opposite sides. You know what I mean? Like, they can look at the same situation. Scorpio could see it one way, Aries can see it another way. I'm not going to say one's right, one's wrong. It's just the way it is. Let's talk about Pisces. So Aries' directness can be jarring for gentle Pisces, and Pisces' dreaminess might frustrate Aries' desire for action. Pisces needs emotional connection, which Aries may struggle to provide consistently. While they can inspire each other creatively, bridging their fundamental differences requires patience and understanding. It's important to remember that zodiac compatibility is really a general and individual, personalities and other planetary placements in the birth chart play really a significant role in actual relationship dynamics. Any two signs can make a relationship work with mutual effort, communication, and a willingness to understand and compromise. So, this is Aries. This is Aries compatibility. I'm just thinking, I do a lot of personal readings, and I'm just thinking, like, I've done Aries with all different signs. So, again, take in consideration that there can be, outside sources, let's say, that can make a connection deeper or maybe not so deep. So, let's leave that be. Aries, you are now known. I thank you guys. By the way, I'm doing this because someone asked in the comment section, which is really what I'd love you to do, is leave me, ideas for future shows. I have a lot of ideas, but I want to do what you want me to do. The things that you would like to hear. So, we're just going to call this series a breakdown of compatibility for each sign. Okay, so Aries, you are now known. I love you guys. I thank you. I'll see you next time. Next we'll be doing Taurus. So, thank you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.